Okay. So to create a file, cat command is used to read the file, right? Cat file name. Just when you put a cat space, there is a space, guys. Always remember in Linux, and mainly we are using commands in more commands in Linux part only, right? So always be careful with caps and small letters, hyphen and underscores. Okay, and another one is slashes and spaces. Okay, so in this is a slashes, right? So this is also slash. Be careful what slash we are using, when we should use it. Okay, so that is important. Okay, so mostly Linux use these slashes on. Mm. Okay, so this is a for reading file. Cat space file one is like a reading file. So the file name. So instead of writing a file name, I put a file one. So example for a file. Okay. Next, you can use some reduction technique to put it into file one. So this is a greater symbol. So you can put a shift dot. So this is a dot. Okay. If you put a shift dot, you will get a this symbol. Okay. So greater than symbol. So it means, so when you put this one, automatically a blank screen visible in the bottom. Blank will be there. So what I have to do, what you have to do. So this is file one file. Okay. For example, just I put a line. I put a single line, or maybe you can put another line also. No problem. I use at cmd. Okay, I put a two lines, one line, two line, anything. Then put a control d. Okay, put a control d. So uh, control d in a symbolically represent, it is like this. Okay, this is a symbolic representation only, but meaning of this one is control d. So this, the cap symbol represents control. So when you put a control D, automatically what you done, that will be saved. Then we have to do cat file one. Okay. Now next, first we will do this one. So we'll see. So this is my terminal. Clear. So simple. Okay. Next, cat. Sorry, not cat. First of all, we have to check it. ls, is any file is there inside or not. So that is the thing. Okay. So I put a ls and cat space. What is this a5? Okay, last time we put some data inside of this one a5. Okay, that is how to read the file. So cat space file, cat file one. It's not there anyway. Now cat greater file one. Okay, now see, it is not written to normal hashtag kind of stuff. It is not there. It is in the screen. It is inside a screen. It is showing like this. Now I'm typing some text. Guys, when you creating a files, better put a normal line only. Don't put like this. Okay, don't put like this. Try to type it. Okay, I know you are not masters of keyboard, and I'm also not a master. Practice it. Okay, and that is also, this is won't give you more attention. This will give you more attention. This is any line. You can hello, how are you, also no problem. Okay, you can put any line. So that is what I'm prefer. Okay, okay, two lines I put it. Okay, now I'm pressing a control D, control and D, that's it. Okay, now I'm reading a file. I'm reading file. So two lines are there. So this file contain two lines. ls. So can you see a file one? Yes, there is a file one. Okay, now next one. Here, the greater symbol means it is going to create a file, new file, or If file already existed, it remove the content and put the new data. Always fresh file only. Always fresh file only. Okay. Okay. So compulsory verification is important. File is created or not. Okay. Now cat getter file one. Again same name. So what will happen? It will remove the existing data and it will put the new data inside. I'm putting a next line added. So add a one line, just one line only added. If you want, you can add a two, three lines, no problem. So put a control D. So control D won't work here. So this is a text file, right? So I put a control D. Okay. Now if you read it, cat file one. So what it will show? It will show next line added. But actually, these two lines already there, right? Actually, you added a new line. But what happened here? Okay, you added a new line. It means it's supposed to be show like this. Three lines. It should be show. But what happened here? It won't show like this. It will show like this only. Why? Why it is showing like this? Because of it erase the data, the content. So it replace the data inside a file with a new data. So the single greater represent the meaning is either it will create a new data. If it will create a new file, it create a new file. If file is not existing, it will create a new file. If file is already existing and the file contains the data, it remove the data and then add the new data into it. Okay, so that is the thing. So what is the solution? You have to use double greater. Okay, okay, what is this double greater? It to do appending. It means okay. I put a control D again. So what happened when I type cat file one? It will show two lines. One is this is the already one line is there, and the new line will be added to here. Guys, don't worry. Like we can add multiple lines, and we can one line or a multiple lines. We can do it two, three lines. We can able to add using a cat. Okay, but we cannot modify the line. If you want to modify something here, you can't modify. You can't modify something in a second line. We can't modify with a cat. Okay, so simply we are using a redirection technique to create a file with some content. Okay, with some content. Okay, we can use different techniques also to create a file in Linux. So we'll try this one. We'll see. Mm, I think visibility is good now. Okay, it's okay. So no problem. Okay. Now what I am going to say it is again cat file one. See what is the file one contains two lines. This is a file one file and I use cat cmd. Now what I'm going to do is cat single greater only file one. So I'm typing next line added. something, just anything. And now control D. Now check the cat file 1. Can you see where is the previous two lines? Previous two lines are removed and a new line is added. Okay, so single greater means either it will be create a new file with a new lines, okay, or it remove the existing one, so it remove the content of the file and add the new line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use double greater, so it will append the existing one. What is the existing one currently? This is the existing line, this is the existing line, so I'm going to add new line. So append new line, anything, any type, you can type hello how are you also, you can type it, no problem. Just for understanding only I'm putting these lines. Okay, control D again and check it. Next line added, append new line. See, the existing line is there and I'm adding new line. If you want to add another line, for example double greater file 1, okay, okay, hello. So you're typing in WhatsApp, right? So like that only type it at least. See, four lines are there. If I use single greater, for example, again I'm using a single greater, what will happen? Okay, entire thing is gone. A simple high is came. Okay, so don't use. I'm not saying don't use it. If a file is a new file and you are or existing file, you want to put a new lines only, not a existing data or no existing data, or it's not having any data, or you want to replace the data with a new one, then you can use greater. But if you want to add a new line to the existing line, you should use double greater. So this is it about your cat command. If you want a previous data, you cannot get it. Okay, so this is about your cat command. Not only can, like, we can do different things to do it. Next, touch is a command. Touch is a command. Touch is a command. Okay, so I am putting it clear. If you still anybody having a doubt, please tell me. Okay, about cat command, cat greater, cat double greater. If you want me to explain again, also I will explain. Uh, no one is asking. It's okay.
Understand, sir.
Understand? Okay, then it is good. Okay. A touch is a command. What is a touch command? So man touch. Touch the man. Okay. Change file timestamps. So actually, touch is used to create a empty file. Touch is a command used to create a empty file. If you want to create an empty file, you can use the command touch. For example, I want to create a file name f1, so I can create a file f1. So we'll see. ls, see, f1 file is created. F1 file is created. Okay, what is the content of f1? Nothing. It is a empty file. File f1, it's a empty. File is a command to see what type of file it is. File is a command. It's a um, tell what is the command. So I put a anaconda cfg. It's a ASCII text file. See what kind of file it is. ASCII text file. File A5, right? It's ASCII file. And f1 is a file which does not contain anything, like it's empty file, so it is showing empty. File 1, ASCII text file. It's a normal text file only. So if it is a movie file or maybe a configuration file, like different structures of files are there, no? It will show. File is also a command. File is also a command in Linux. So don't worry. Okay. So this is the thing. Then when you create a file, always try to verify whether file is there or not. Okay. If you want, you can check with a cat file also. Okay. Next, I use a file command to know what is the file. Okay. There is thousands of commands are there in Linux. Okay. Now, can I create two files? Like a F1 is created, F2, F3. Can I create a two files? So we'll see. ls two files are created, F1, F2. I created F1 like a touch F1. If I put a touch F2 space F3 like that, I can create more also. Okay. So how to create a more files like more than one? Simple. If you give space, automatically it will create. Okay. If you put like this, like some people are having this one. This is the file I want to create it. What you people do? Do no space. No space means wrong. Okay. So see the command and argument. So you didn't give a space, and without giving a space, like sometimes visibility or writing problem on a notes or listening problem, what happen? You do mistake. So what will happen? Command not found. Sorry, it is not working. Column is space. Okay, you given a space, and some people even there is no space. F4 is a one part only, right? So they don't go with that one. So what they will do? They put a space here also because it's a be careful. Uh, when I was in ninth and 10th classes, one of my um, lecture, so it's not lecture, tuition teacher is a Hindi pandit actually, but he gave lecture for everything. Okay, so I think okay. So when you write Hindi, I can't type Hindi here. Okay, so I will try to find something in Hindi. Yeah, here something it is showing here. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll try this one. So this is a dot is there now. So some kind of when you write Hindi, so there is some places compulsory dots will be there like this. This is a good example. Like okay, we don't know much. Oh, there is some song also there. Deke bhi to gaya dekin. So when you write Hindi, like we are not a Hindi candidate, we don't read Hindi daily. Okay, Hindi only for study purpose only, not for daily usage purpose, right? Like ha, hi, who. If you see this one, dot is there. Okay, so to overcome that dot fear, whether if you put a dot, meaning is different. If you don't put a dot, that meaning will be changed, right? So my sir said like this. So what his student, he is a Hindi pandit and Hindi lecturer, as a college lecturer, people getting a doubt in writing Hindi part. Okay, what they do? So they'll put a like, what happened here? Uh, okay, right? Something they write like this. If you put a dot, meaning is different. If you don't put a dot, it is a different part, right? So what they will do? So they put a dot definitely. Okay. So if lecturer will ask like why you put a dot here, so they will explanation is it's a pen while you're writing, it's a pen mistake. So this is covering the part. Okay, so my point is, so we have a fear whether there is a space earlier you type it, and we got an error. Now we given a space. Better to give space here also. Better to give space here also. So then maybe it is going to be typing mistake. So what will happen if you type like this? So F, the space is needed. You given a space, but here's you given a extra space also here. Enter. Now what happens? See, it created two files. F is a file, 4 is a file. See, he created a F and 4 separate files. If you don't believe, like I put in a list manner. See, instead of creating F4, it is creating F and 4 separate files. Okay, understand? So that's why try to understand and do it very simple. Okay, don't no need to do a very hard work here. Okay, try to understand it and then do it simple. Don't do very hard work on it. Okay, like hard work, like whether it is space is there or not space is there, not spaces are there, and keep it where the space is there, where no space is there. Okay, I remove the space here. If you check it, F4 is created here. This is F4. Okay, and guys, I'm going to repeat this one again. I created F1 and I created F2 F3 at a time, and I created a F separately 4 because of I given a space between F and 4. Okay, now I created a F4. So this is how I created a files. These files are I created. It does not mean you should do it. So just for understanding only, I told this one. Okay, but I typing there, I am using here also same commands. Verification is very important while you are doing a practical. Okay, next I use a command like I want to create a files. For example, mm, I have to create up to 10, like a F5, F6, F7, F8, F9, F10. I want to create these files. I want to create all these files. It is difficult, right? So I have to type touch like this. I have to type every time this one. And this is a sequence files, not a random files. These are all sequence files. So if you follow this one, this is contains a sequence, right? F is a common in everything. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sequence is there. There is no breaking. So I no need to type from here to here because it contains a kind of sequence. So what I'm doing is I put F 5 dot dot double dot only, no spaces. F bracket, this curly bracket 5, because I want to start with a 5, not with 1, right? So it is a 5 dot dot, no spaces. F curly bracket 5 dot dot 10 and close the bracket. We'll see first what is the output. LS is enough. Can you see? F5, F6, F7, F8, F9, F10 also created here. This is F10. Okay. It will go based on alphabetical order. So not with the value of F10 and also 1, 1. That is it will checking. Not 9, 10. Okay. You don't understand that one. Okay. So see, it is created at a time. So like this. So how I created instead of creating like this, I use a simple wildcard mask type dot dot 10. Okay, I've seen a lot of people typing here in this one. Put a better to put extra dots. Don't put it. Only two dots. Only two dots. Okay. Better to put a space. No, no space here. Okay. Touch space. After touch space is there. F, and this is a bracket, curly bracket, right? So 5 dot dot 10, close. If you want put 20, no problem. So you can put like instead of Then if you put 20, no problem, it will create more. That's it. 5 to 20. Okay, you can do it. So I will show you that how to do it also. Okay, so this is one thing. For example, I want to create some file mm, for example, I want to create a file b2 d3 f5 um, uh, e4 r r7. So there is no sequence, no relation between one file to another file. It's a completely, there is a some number, some letter, or maybe some different things, like I put rr ef d3 b2. So there is no relation, right? So you cannot do this kind of stuff here. Okay, so this is, if you type, you must type like this only, then only we can create these four files. You cannot do this thing here. So uh, that's my point. Okay, next, here I have a little bit doubt, so then we'll see. Here EC people are there, so ENTC people are there, CSC people are there, IT people are there, only one mechanical. Any triple E, okay, I'll put triple E also. Mm, so four branch people are there. I want to take four branch people attendance, maybe lab. I want to collect lab records for everyone. So everybody having their own lab records. Okay. Marks means exams. Attendance also. Attendance. Attendance. Right. Attendance. Okay. So 30. So I find, yeah, correct. Okay. So this is a thing. So I want to create like this. ENTC underscore lab, ENTC underscore exams, like that. CSC underscore lab. I want to create these files. So how I am creating? Just look at here. Touch ENTC. Sorry, curly brackets. ENTC comma CSC IT Mac triple E. Okay, so underscore mm, lab exams attendance ls. Okay, you got that one, right? See, triple E attendance, triple E exams, triple E labs, ENTC attendance, ENT exams, ENTC lab, IT attendance, IT exams and lab, mechanical attendance, mechanical exams, mechanical lab. See, CSC attendance, exams and lab. Okay, so how I created like this. So almost one, two, three, four, five, and one, two, three. So 5 into 3, 15 files are created. Okay, you want to count it? I will show you how to count it. Star underscore star. So these are all our underscore thing. Totally 15 files. See how can we count?
touch. Yeah.
Okay, I thought. Okay, so I put a ls space star underscore star. So you will see how many are created, what are the files are created with that underscore only. And then if you want to count it, wc space hyphen l. Like you can count how many files are created like this. So understand, these are the 5 and 3. 5 into 3, 15 files are created like this at a time. So this is the one thing. Now I'm going to create some more files. Then I will give you a break. Okay. So the files are like this. So let's see here it is. Um, First is music type files. It means songs dot mp3 type files. Okay, type files. I means song 1 to 10 files. Song. mm, Okay, 1 to 5 is enough. Okay, movie. Salman came. Very good. So movies. Like I put a video. Video also 1 to 5. For example, it's a MP4 format, and also video 6 to 9 dot MP3 format, MP4, uh, MKV format. Just for fun. Photos. I'm creating photo things. Mm, Pics. Pic 1 to 20 format. JPG. You can put it anything, or maybe 1 to 10. Okay, and also I'm going to create a files here, normal text files. Mm, no, no, this is enough. This is we are going to create. Command is touch anyway. Touch command is going to be create the file, and I want to create how many song 1, song 2, song 3, like that. Song 5 dot mp3, right? Song 1 dot 5 dot mp3. Song 1, oh, sorry. This complete right of video, um, 1 dot 5 dot mp4. Next video, uh, 6 dot 9 dot mkv. Pic 1 dot 20 dot jpg. If you need anything extra, also we can able to create it. So done. See, in single line I put all the dots, and I put a ls command, so you can see songs, videos, pictures, everything. Okay, so here I use a star underscore star. How I use and why I use, I will tell now. So that's why I use these many files. in a first session. So this is a textbook example. That's why I create always in every class with video, pictures, videos, this kind of stuff. Okay, songs kind of stuff. Okay. Now ls star dot mp3. If only dot mp3 extensions only it is visible. Whatever the previous name it is, it won't worry about that one. Okay, it's not visible anyway. Star underscore lab, for example. Can you see only lab thing is coming? EN, ECE, ENTC, Triple E, IT, Mac, whatever the name it is it having last underscore lab or not? That is important. Star dot mkv, only mkv. Okay. What I want to do is video star dot star. Now it is showing mkv mp4. So whatever it is 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't mind about it. It is showing only thing is video is there or not. So this is called a wildcard marks. Wildcard means it will filter from the number of things and it will show based on your filter things only. For example, I want to see all picture things. Pick star dot star. So it is showing all pictures. The pictures from pick 1 to 20. Pick 1 to 20. So otherwise we put a only star. Pick 1 to okay. Now you can see it's the list from pick 1 to 20 like this. Okay. Now what I put pick 1 star and hyphen L. So I put ls fixed star. Okay. Otherwise you can put it star dot jpg. So you will get all these things. Now ls space pick single question mark dot jpg. What will happen? See, it's showing pick 1 to pick 9 only. No pick 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 not showing. The question mark represent. The question mark represent. Okay. The question mark represent single character. Okay. Single character. Either it is A to Z or can be 1, 2, 3, 4 or can be a space question mark or anything. It can be there. It's represent a single character. If I put a do, what will happen? It's showing pick 10 to 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, like up to 19, 20 also it is showing. What is meaning? Two characters. Now each one single, right? So one question mark represent one character, two question mark represent two characters. Compulsory two characters. Okay. So if you put one question mark means one difference is there, it will show that is the only one, it will show like 1, 2, 3, like that only. Okay, here it is showing 20. See, if you see two digits, for example, I put one question mark, one and then question mark, it shows 10 to 19 only, there is no 20. Why 20 is not there? The place at a pic 1, the 1 is already there, it means in a question mark place only one character from 0 to 9 only it will taking, or a b c d it will take, like 1a 1b 1c is there, it can able to take it. So this is another wildcard one. Next, ls song star dot mp3. It is showing all 5 songs, right? I want to see only list like 1 comma 5. So 1 and 5 only there. So we can specify a particular parts only, like using a sequence number, like instead of 1 to 5, I want to see 1 and 5 only. I can select from that one also. Okay. So what is this meaning? 5 to 10 only. So if it is not a random number, but it is a full straight number like a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I use a very simple dot dot 10 only. But I want to see particular parts of numbers only. Then I can use it. For example, I want 5 and then 10, then maybe 13, maybe 18, anything. So yeah, this is a mistake like this. Okay. So like see, you can see 5, 8 is there. Maybe it is not understanding my sequence because of it is not understanding numbers. Understanding 1, 3, 8 and 5. Sorry. You have to try all these things so then obviously it will show. Now it is understanding. Okay. Now it is understanding. So be careful while you are doing. So that's why doing testing, which one is working, which one is not working. Also, you have to do it. So what we discuss about question mark. Star means all combinations. So whether single character or multi character, whether it is letter or whether it is space or whatever it is, once you put a star means all combinations. Okay, we already used star. Okay. Mm. Square is specific type only, specific variations only we will do it. It's not a specific, it's a sequence like a 1 to 10 type. We can use this one, and also a specific bracket like a 5, 6, 7, like that we can able to use it. Okay. You can get more from here. Wildcards are very important in a Linux. So second important is wildcards. Okay, in a Linux compulsory wildcards are very important. Okay. So that is the bracket thing. Also single character wise we can able to define in a brackets. Okay, if you have like this you can use it. You can try you can easily understand. So what I'm going to do is I put a history. Okay, from here I am copying. Okay, page. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, and you must know familiar with the ls wildcard mask things. Okay, in Linux we have a lot of commands to do it. Okay, so many commands are there, thousands of commands. But if you don't know the basic things, even if you know 1 lakh commands, but you don't know the basic command, basic practice or basic things, it's useless. Understand? What is the basic thing? Verification. How to verify using ls, cat, head, tail commands. So these are the basic things. Second one, wildcard mask. Wildcard mask is the second one. If you don't know how to create a web server, or maybe you don't know how to make it very other installation kind of stuff, it's not a big deal. You can learn. The lot of websites are there to support it. Last time I showed two websites, right? One is a TechSmith, another one is a Unixman. This is a text mint only, right? Yeah. So this is having so many tutorials. Okay, you don't know how to set up okay, how to set up things you don't know, then you can easily do it very simple. Okay, there are a lot of books, programming, scripting, python, awk, linux commands, tricks, installations, monitoring tools, so many things are there. If you have any doubt, You can try in YouTube a lot of installation, like how to set up a web server, WordPress. Okay, a lot of things, mail servers, um, DHCP servers, remote installation things. Lot of things you can get it from the websites. Next, Unix man. Lot of websites are there, digital oceans. Lot of for setup purpose. So there are lot of are available. So, for example, this is one of the current. This is also good one. Terraform, open source infrastructure as a code software tool is like one of this. No, not this one. Like this one, Jenkins, Ansible type only. Okay, so it is also deployment and managing things. Okay, CI/CD type only. Okay, so you can see this is a command. You don't know what is URL. Okay, we don't know. This is for a CentOS, right? Uh, Sudo utils commands configurations. Is installed with a simple command only. Okay, this is a one Linux commands URL. If you don't know store, no problem. You can copy paste. You can do it. Okay, understand. But if you don't know how to verify, if you don't know how to verify, then that is a big problem. Understanding architecture. Understanding architecture is important. File system, file hierarchy is important. This is we are what is a PWD? I'm in a slash root. Okay. If I want to see what is under slash, first of all, this is basic slash. This is slash root. This is slash etc. Okay, we are typing slash etc slash passwd, right? So this is a passwd is a file. So understand what is file, what is directory. Slash m. So this is a files inside of it. Okay, where. So this is a where content. Okay, comment comment does not have anything. Okay, so under slash what are there again? See what is there. Okay, dev is there. Okay, so what is dev? So how many terminals are there? Hmm, So dev slash SDA. So how many types of SDs are there? SDA and 5 partitions are there. Okay, like that. So try directory architecture is important. So I have a lot of users, right? So who are there? These are the users home directory. For example, student done some work. So what is there inside a student? Or maybe user one. Okay, like that. So basic things are important. Directory architectures are important. Means file architecture is important. Next one is verification commands are important. Like ls cat commands are important. Okay, find command is important. Okay, wildcard marks are important. So if you know the basics, you can do with so many things. Okay, guys. So this is how we can able to create a files. Okay. So I use a cat command and as well as I use a touch command to create a file, and also I try to show you what to do with the ls commands also. Okay, so next we will see how to create a directory and then how to copy paste the directory. Okay, now take a break. So now it is 11:23, so it means think like a 25. I don't have a time already. I had my everything. Okay, so 15 minutes is enough, or take 20 minutes. 30, 40, 45. Come back at 11:45. Okay, so why I given a 20 minutes? It's not a break for you, only for me. Complete this one. Complete at least few things. Practice cat and touch, basic touch commands, 1 2 files, and complete the cat command, because you will get a doubt, because this one you definitely will get a doubt. Okay, so complete that part, at least cat and 1 or 2 touch commands. Later this thing you can do it later, no problem. Okay, so at least it will take 10-15 minutes. So first relax, understand, read it properly. Okay, then you can do it. So back at 11:45, I will keep this thing here only like this. Okay, so you can see and you can do it. This is enough, I think so. I'm stop recording. If you have any doubts, please tell me.